I missed an op-ed. And I missed this op-ed from the president of the Indianapolis City County Council, Osili, where it says, let's have a fact-based discussion on safety downtown. So let's have a fact-based conversation about safety downtown. I put forth to you that Osili has no plan for safety and security, nor does Osili show that he has any concern about it. Now, maybe on a personal level he does, but he won't stand up to this mayor. He won't engage a clear direction for this city county council. I think that the calls for him to step away from his leadership positions were absolutely accurate regarding the impropriety of not only the mayor, but standing by the mayor through having this law firm look into the mayor's impropriety, the impropriety of his former chief of staff and deputy mayor, Thomas Carl Cook. And when they were clearly not acting in the right, clearly trying to keep women silenced, he was fine with it. That's my take of the president of the Indianapolis City County Council, Osili. Recent calls for the state of Indiana to assume control of law enforcement and prosecution responsibilities in the Mile Square are both misguided and deeply troubling. This is how Indianapolis has always responded to this. Yet things in Indianapolis get worse and worse and worse. His thought is, like other urban centers, we are actively responding through collaboration, investment, and community-based strategies. So nonsense. Because nobody knows what a community-based strategy is. This is all silliness. This is leftist talk. Leftists get power. They don't have to worry about their power, so they make these claims about community-based this and stakeholders that. And yet the streets are not worthy of the people of Indianapolis. Public safety should never be used as a political pawn, writes Osili. To suggest that downtown's challenges are rooted in a failure of enforcement or prosecution not only misrepresents the facts, it perpetuates a damaging narrative for the very people who live, work, and visit the heart of our city. Nope, you don't prosecute, and no, you are not engaged in proper enforcement. You are to blame because you don't know how to do this. It's okay, you just don't know how. Neither does Joe Hogsett. I don't care how much time he spends as a prosecutor or lawyer or anything else. He doesn't know. It's been 10 plus years. You can't do this. But one of the things that you state is the truth is Indianapolis doesn't need interference. It needs investment. And instead of undermining local governance, we should be building on its strengths. We need to protect the gains we've made, deepen collaboration, continue building a city that works for all its people. I'm not sure what that means. You need investment. How does the investment come? The investment doesn't come first. It comes from being a city that is doing the right things, that is focused on being a city that is safe. These problems, housing instability and behavioral health, these problems will not be solved by a state takeover. They require continued investment in affordable housing, housing for those experiencing homelessness, mental health services, youth engagement, and community safety programs. It seems that what Osili is saying here, as he somehow touts crime being down 17% from 2023 to 2024, how many numbers of crimes is that? What does that 17% number represent? Does it represent 5 crimes less? Or does it represent 182 crimes less? Stop telling me about the percentages. Give me numbers. But it seems that Osili is making the argument that the reason Indianapolis isn't better off is because you're not investing enough into Indianapolis. That is a certifiable argument. When I say certifiable, I mean certifiably insane. It is clear to anybody that the investment comes after, hey, this is a city that really cares about itself. This is a city that really is focused on safety. This is a city that wants to grow. This is a great place to open a business. It's not, hey, open a business and then hopefully good things come. Now, some people are certainly the pioneers. And they go in first. They're like, if 5 businesses open up, we can really turn this place around. I don't disagree with this concept. But in the main, the investment into existing business comes with safety and a focus on safety. So let me now say to Indianapolis, I think the problem here is that you're not properly focused on safety. And I want to give you an idea. I want to be proactive about focusing on safety. You, Vop Osili, you, the city county council, you keep talking about gun violence. Oh, the gun violence. And oh, the this violence. And oh, the that violence. I want to put an end to the gun violence in Indianapolis. First of all, you always talk about gun violence. We never talk about knife violence or any other violence. And I think this is your way of saying we should get rid of guns. No. You want to see things get better in Indianapolis? Checkpoints on every roadway coming in to the mile square. If you are not carrying a firearm on your hip, you're not welcome. We're going the other way with this, Vop Osili. We've tried it your way. This ridiculous mindset that you want to bring that will never bring a value. I'm going the other way with this. Everybody in the mile square has to be carrying a sidearm on their hip. And it's not concealed. No. It is out there for the world to see. So everybody knows this ain't a place you screw around with. You don't cause problems here. We don't do that here. We're going to change it all. We're going to change the philosophy of Indianapolis. Indianapolis, try us. Indianapolis, no. You want to go to Chicago, kid. And you watch how quickly things get better, and you watch the investment come because you took a proactive step. Now, you're going to say to me, Tony, that's so reckless. Tony, I can't believe you're supporting this. I support the Second Amendment, and I don't know what the problem is. Legal American citizens, adults carrying firearms, what's the big deal? Let everybody know we ain't going to take it in Indianapolis for another second. Because if we leave it to you, Vop Osili, the streets are not safe, the potholes remain, the homeless encampments remain. I'm offering up a different strategy. Because your strategy, sir, well, this isn't a strategy. This is a leftist love letter. And that won't get you a safe city. Matt Bear has traffic.
Inbound